Hey parents, it's Mr. Jim here. This back to school season, give your kids the tools they need to have fun while they learn with Osmo. Osmo's Reading Adventure Learn to Read game is an interactive tool for kids 5 to 7 that help them practice and develop reading fundamentals. Because it's never too early to fall in love with reading. Visit playosmo.com to check out the Reading Adventure new reader kit today. That's playosmo.com. Osmo, learning well played. Hey parents, we all know that feeling of heading back to school, right? That exciting time for new pencils and fresh starts. But what about fresh lunch ideas? Boar's Head has been going back to school for over 115 years, so they know all about packing the perfect lunchbox with uncompromising quality and all-time family favorites like Ever Roast, oven roasted chicken breast, maple glazed, honey-coated ham, and American cheese. Boar's Head makes packing lunch easy and delicious. Look for Boar's Head at your local deli counter and learn more at boarshead.com/back-to-school. Boar's Head, compromise elsewhere. Hello, critter protectors. Mr. Jim here, and welcome to Kids Animal Stories, a place where there's always a mystery and adventure around every single corner. If you love critters of all shapes and sizes, I need you on our Critter Protector team. Join our adventure as we learn about critters from around the world and in our backyards. Well, my friends, are you ready for today's adventure? Me too, let's go! Oh, is it so cold? And wait a second, where am I? Isla had just woken up in the cold Antarctic. Holy smokes, do you know where Antarctica is? Yes, it is a very, very cold place. A place where Isla was not supposed to be. She did not know even what she was or where she was. As she looked around, all she saw was white, cold snow. Holy smokes, what are those giant things there? Those were ginormous glaciers. And she could also see the frozen ocean. As she looked down at her hands, she saw that they had reddish fur and they were skinny. All of her fingers were very skinny. She looked behind her and saw a long, strong tail. Whoa. Wow, I have such long feet. Stomp, stomp, stomp. As she stomped her feet in the snow, they left behind very large footprints because she had very long feet. She thought it would be hard for her to walk in this white stuff, all that snow, but her big feet acted kind of like snowshoes, which made it really easy for her to walk around on the snow. Hey, who are you? What are you? It was in that moment that she heard a voice right behind her. She looked up and turned around and saw a bird in the middle of the snow. Hi, who are you? Asked Isla. I am a penguin and my name is Mia. What are you? I have never in my whole life seen anything quite like you. You don't have fins? You don't have webbed feet or feathers or layers to keep you warm. You know, it's very cold. You look like you need a jacket, said Mia. I know, I am cold and I don't even know what to do. Could you help me find my way home? Asked Isla. Oh, I would love to. Absolutely, shouted Mia. If you've ever seen a happy penguin, they're adorable. And Mia got very excited at the thought of helping this new friend. Mia and the island embarked on a great adventure to find her home. And after many days and many nights of their traveling, they decided to take a break and build an igloo. Do you know what an igloo is built of? Do you think it's made of wood or ice? Yes, it is made of ice. You're right. And they built a ginormous igloo from a whole bunch of different chunks of ice. They even put in there a kitchen, living room, a bathroom. Oh, and Mia brought lots of blankets for Isla because she was still very cold. Oh, and there was a big bedroom with bunk beds. There was so much room in this amazing igloo. Mia was quite the expert when it came to igloo building.
Knock, knock. Is anybody home?
That was the voice of an old snowman that I guess lived in the area, and he had seen their amazing igloo and had come by for a visit. Isla hopped over to the front door to open it up and see who was knocking at the door. Hello? Who's there?
Well, I'll be. I've heard of a critter like you, but I've never seen such a thing before in real life. How on earth did you get here?
Said the snowman. I don't know. All of a sudden, I was here, and it feels like I was definitely not built for this weather, said Isla.
Well, you'd be right. You are built for much, much hotter weather than this. I have heard that you can live into temperatures of more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm pretty sure you're a pretty powerful jumper by the looks of your legs there. Wow, you are something else, said that snowman.
Oh, wow, that's great to know, and kind of relieving to know that I'm built for a hotter area because I could totally go for some hot sun, said Isla. Mia and Isla said goodbye to the snowman. His name was Sam, and they continued on their way. They walked past whales spraying their water out of the ocean. Whoa, look at that! There goes a gliding, flying fish across the air and then back into the ocean. Oh, it looks like he was being chased by a pod of dolphins. By now, the days were getting longer and the temperature, was finally getting a little bit warmer.
All right, this is where we need to hop on some kind of ice raft and start paddling across. Pretty sure we can get you back to where you are. It should be just over that water over there.
She pointed up ahead, and there it was, something that looked kind of like an ice raft. Or I guess you could just call a big chunk of ice that was floating in the water. Well, the two of them hopped onto that big block of ice and started paddling. Thankfully, Mia was right. The land was not that far away, land that did not have snow on it. But unfortunately, as the air and everything was getting warmer, that raft that they were on was starting to melt. Have you ever been on a boat that was melting? I definitely have not, but that sounds kind of terrifying. And I don't think Isla knows how to swim. Mia, our raft is getting much smaller. I know, land is not that far away, but we should probably paddle faster, she shouted.
I agree. Why don't you get your tail and start flapping it around in the water? Maybe that'll help us go faster.
Go! Isla put her tail in the water and started to use it like an oar, but that wasn't working. Maybe her back legs. Yeah. Isla slid her back legs into the water and started kicking her legs very fast. You see, her back legs were very strong and powerful, and it started to propel them faster and faster through the water. Her legs were almost like a motor for a boat.
It's working, Isla. Keep going,
shouted her friend Mia. But they were definitely running out of time. The raft that they were on was getting very, very small. It was just a tiny little piece of ice. What in the world is gonna happen? Is their ice raft gonna sink? Will Isla ever make it back to her home and figure out what critter she is? And hold on a second. There's been so many clues, I can't even keep track of them all. Have you heard the clues about who Isla is? Do you have any guesses? I'm still thinking that reddish fur and skinny and long tail with big, strong, powerful back legs that are good jumpers, and I don't know. But we are going to have to wait and see what happens on the next episode of Kids Animal Stories.
Great job. You listened all the way to the end. And hello, critter protectors. If you're listening now, that means you are on our critter protector team. What does it mean to be a critter protector? It's pretty simple. We protect critters of all shapes and sizes. And so this week, I want you to think of a habitat nearby your house that you can help make it a better habitat. Maybe that means cleaning up the litter and throwing away all the garbage, or maybe even planting a blueberry bush. Have your parents send me a message on Instagram for kids' animal stories of how you have protected your critters this week. I'll see you next time. Bye!